Running right, it's Irving. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Jared Verse on the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Once again, Irving. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Stop made by Braden Fisk. Give him only a couple that time. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Into the hands of Cole. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter.
Let's go.
That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that takes them to 3rd down. To throw, Milton. Caught for big yards on the right side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Drill right, 22.
Motioning him from the slot right. Stafford to the air to start us off. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And he's tackled for no gain.
22.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. It's complete to Higbee. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Set. Middle, middle, middle.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Davante Adams. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Set. 32.
Now Stafford again. He'll get this one to Adams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Set. Zebra. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, L.A. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come on. Set. Check out.
Now Milton. Got it deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
18. Back.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Connecting on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
The Rams showing a nickel look. Third down coming up.
Ready. Hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Rams will take possession. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Set.
Stafford from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. Give him 32 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
53. Ready.
Going from the pistol, Stafford. That's on target, Puka Nacua. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
White. Look behind.
First down from the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Set.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Catch is made in close. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow their early lead to 13. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Rams double their lead to 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. Milton now. That's complete, Mike Evans. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He has room past the 25. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They send a tight end in motion. Here's the give to Irving. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 2nd and 13. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
On the set. Set up. Go.
Here's Milton. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 2-score game early. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. Miss a 48-yard look for him. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
59. Set.
Now Stafford to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Set. 10. Ready, hot.
Throwing now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Set.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15.
Ready, hot.
Working inside the red zone. Connects on the crosser. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Set. Ready, hot.
Throwing from the gun here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Quick slant complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Mostert hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams make it a 3-possession game. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. Santos connects on the point after. And the Rams push their lead to 18. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Come 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. He lets one fly deep downfield. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kobe Durant has it. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready, hot.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
It's Mostert on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Hey, Red. Look at him.
Stafford now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Buccaneers will get set to go on offense. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
He's on the move. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Cairo Santos now to try the field goal. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Carney's kick is good. And that stretches the lead to 21.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He put everything he had, and they pick him off again. And the Rams will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, You can run the ball
Let's go
because these secondaries are locked in.
He'll cobble together a yard there. Tackled on the play by Puna Ford. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Completed over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This is ahead for about 5. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready. Track at 60. Ready.
From the 36. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run.
And he's in trouble and gets brought down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Buccaneers take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. Defense making a couple of good stops here, and this brings up 3rd and goal. Throwing now, Milton. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers parlay the interception into points. Mike Evans with the touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Drill right, 22. Hey, 5-0.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. That throw behind his intended target. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. So that brings up second down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he takes this one back for the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Roflin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Offense in the hurry up here.
40 got. Double right. Hey, easy. Stay 50.
Stafford now on first down. Forced out to his right. Finds a seam down the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. On first down, here's Stafford. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Working quickly here.
32. 0.
Trying again, following the sack. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. The Rams are set to punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He'll get it at the 9. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
On the give, this is Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Now Milton to throw. This complete to Cole. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That's A.J. Epinesa on the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
70 range.
Milton back to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Here we go.
Milton. Throwing the out route complete. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Irving here from the gun. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll go down here at the 16. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Rams.
To throw, Milton. Hits his running back. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Chased out to his right. And he hauls it in for the Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers bring it back to even. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
22!
Stafford to throw again on second. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Stafford from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Buccaneers have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Come on, set! Set, go!
Another carry for him. And it's a nice game, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Ready?
He's back to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Sometimes a quarterback gets so focused on coverage down the field, you lose sight of those linemen right in front of you. On that occasion, he throws it right to the D lineman. Easy to get the paw up and swat away a potential first down.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Set! Hey, 22!
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And he finds him in the end zone for an LA touchdown. The Rams take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They they just get the play off. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them.
31.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Go! Hut.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Ready?
Another try following the sack. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen rope, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, man, their respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Kobe Durant has it. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
Here we go, set!
Running it after the penalty. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Eagle, 60 Eagle!
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 11. Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's taken down at the 30.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here we go! Set, go!
Irving on the inside give. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Give it a leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Set!
Milton now. He's got it near the 8. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Let's go now! Hut.
Throwing now, Milton. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Running back, motioning right.
Ready?
Here's Milton. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep.
Kickoff for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Stafford now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
Well, he's no longer a quarterback on that play. He's more of a running back. And what's priority number one for a good running back? Always ball security. If your number's called, you've got to tuck it away. Can't be giving your opponent any free possessions.
Going with Irvin here. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
He's dropping back to throw. That's incomplete left side.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Go!
Looking to throw. Finds his back, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Stafford. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Throwing from the pistol, Stafford. That's taken in by Tucker. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Into the hands of Tucker, complete. Down the left sideline he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Santos connects on the point after. And the Rams take a 4-point lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Milton back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers losing by 4. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Shut up! 19 Lions!
They send a man in motion.
Check go!
Now Milton to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it off. And the Rams make the play that should win them this game. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Set! 0! Easy to learn!
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. His pass caught by Nakua. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They got 24 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
Set!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll be brought down after a short carry that crosses the 45. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Second down now, 7 to go. Back to the well again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Set! Right 70! And middle!
Back to throw. He gets this one in Nakua. That play good for 17 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Buccaneers have some new life in the 4th. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Ready!
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, set!
Now they send their back in motion right. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Buccaneers hustling to the line. They're in the hurry up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now to throw. Along the sideline, he brings it in. They say he got the feet down too. Excellent work. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. Evans, the motion man here. Setting up to pass. That one's caught along the left sideline. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Go.
From the 16. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme was give me 6.
Zebra. 53. Ready.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Nothing doing on that 2-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. Oh, I love seeing this, Brock. They got surprised with the pick 6, but they made absolutely sure there would not be another 2 added on.
Yeah, kind of the epitome of sudden change, especially on such short notice. Not a lot of time to get prepped on that sideline to get out there to defend the 2-point play, but they did their job and limited the damage that came from that interception.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now.
They've got a man in motion. Back to the air following the pick 6. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Nearly an interception on that play. So 2nd down coming up.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's the Rams who take this one.